If you could talk a little bit more about this sort of other work permits for people who aren't here on work visas, which is something that people really don't get, and yet it's a gigantic number of workers competing with Americans.
It is a gigantic number and even larger than the number of temporary visa workers.
Yes.
Um, so these work permits are being issued to people who don't have authorization to work when they arrive, and there are about 60 different categories or grounds under the law that where they can be issued. But the reality is that about 90% of the work permits are going to just a few types of aliens in the country. And those are the OPT workers, as we said, that's a couple 100,000 a year. Also, asylum applicants are getting work permits. All of those people who came across in the border surge, or people who are here illegally and then get caught and then ask for asylum, they're eligible to apply for and often receive work permits. Spouses of visa workers, people who are on the waiting list for green cards are allowed to work even before they've been approved for their green card. One of the really big categories is the people with DACA and also people with temporary protected status. So it's lots of different categories, but it adds up to a really large number of workers in this kind of under the radar, gray market work visa program. Well, it's not a work visa, work permit program, a lot of which could be shut down very quickly by the Trump administration. And in fact, I think Congress needs to step in because the ability to issue work permits is a discretion that the executive branch has that is outside the congressionally mandated limits on the number of foreign workers